art some compliments, sir, and she wants to know if she can see you.
Where is Mrs. Hudson?
Downstairs, in the back kitchen, sir.
My compliments. I don't think she can see me from where she is.
She'll be terribly sorry for you.
I regret to leave you so.
She says it's terribly important and she wants to know what you'll have for breakfast in the morning.
Same.
Same as when, sir?
This morning.
You didn't have anything this morning, sir. You wasn't here.
Quite so. And I won't be here tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Is that all, sir?
Quite so.
Thank you, sir. It's Mr. Foreman, sir. You told me as I can always show him up.
Well, I should think so.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Foreman, sir.
That's not Foreman, Billy. Watson, my dear fellow.
How are you, Holmes?
I am perfectly delighted. On my word, yes. But I'm terribly sorry to see that your wife has left you in this way.
She's gone a little bit.
How did I know? Watson, how absurd of you to ask me such a question as that. How do I know anything? How do I know that you've opened up the consulting room and resumed the practice of medicine without letting me hear a word about it? How do I know that you've been getting yourself very wet lately? That you have an extremely careless servant girl and that you've moved your dressing table to the other side of the room?
Holmes, you that lived a few centuries ago, they'd have banned you alive.
Such a congregation would have saved no considerable trouble and expense.
But tell me, how did you know?
It's too simple to talk about, Billy. Scratches and thumbs and cuts on the side of your shoe there, just where the fire strikes it. Somebody scraped away crusted mud and did it badly. Badly. That's your careless servant girl and her feet, all on one foot. The face is badly shaven on one side, used to be on the left. Light must have come from the other side of the room. Couldn't well possibly move your window, so you must have moved your dressing table.
Yes, by Jove, but my medical practice.
Watson, how absurd you come marching in here, barely reeking of the odor of iodoform, with the mark of black nitrate silver on the inner side of your right forefinger, and you ask me how I know.
But how the deuce did you know my wife was
Where the deuce is your second waistcoat button? And what the deuce is yesterday's boutonniere doing your face about? And why the deuce do you wear the expression of a... elementary, my dear Watson. Child's play doctor.
So, which is it today? Cocaine or morphine?
Cocaine, my dear fella. I'm back to my old love. A 7% solution. Would you like to try some?
Certainly not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have no wish to break my system down before time.
Quite right, too. But you see, Watson, my time has come.
Holmes, for months I've seen you use these deadly drugs in ever-increasing doses. When they lay hold of you, there is no end. You must go on and on until the finish.
So much you go on and on eating your breakfast. I'm still finished.
Holmes, those are foods. These are poisons. Slow but certain. They involve tissue changes of the most serious nature.
That's just what I want, Watson. You see, I'm bored to death with these present issues. I'm trying to get a brand new one.
Holmes, I'm trying to save you.
You can't do it, old fella, so don't waste your time.
What you need is new enthusiasm, one which does not involve destroying yourself. Who is it you spoke of earlier, this most important fellow? Your Napoleon?
Precisely. In case of Professor Moriarty.
Moriarty? I don't remember ever having heard of him.
The Napoleon of crime. The Napoleon, Watson. Sitting motionless like an ugly, venomous spider in the center of this web. And that web having 1,000 radiations. And that spider knowing every quiver of everyone.
Right. It's very interesting.
With the real interest will come, the professor begins to realize his position, which he cannot fail to do shortly. You see, by 10 o'clock tomorrow night, the time will be ripe for the arrest. And the greatest criminal trial of the century. The clearing up of over 40 mysteries. And the rope for everyone.
Great. What will he do when he sees that you power?
Do? He will do me the honor, my dear Watson, of turning every resource of his wonderful criminal organization to the very purpose of my destruction.
Oh, this is a very dangerous thing.
Why, Watson, it's perfectly delightful. It saves me any number of doses of those deadly drugs which you occasionally favor me with your medical views. You see, Watson, my whole life is spent in a series of frantic endeavors to escape the dreary commonplaces of existence. And for that brief moment, I can escape. You should congratulate me.
But you could escape them without such serious risk. Your other cases have not been so dangerous, and they're even more interesting. Now, the one you spoke of is the recovery of those damaging letters and photographs from a young girl who, a most peculiar affair as I remember. You were going to try an experiment to have her betray their hiding place by an alarm of fire in home. And after that...
Precisely. After that.
Did the plan succeed?
Yes, as far as I've got.
And you got Foreman into the Holmes butler.
Yes, Foreman was in his butler.
And upon your signal, he overturned the lamp in the kitchen, spreading smoke balls and giving an alarm of fire. And the young girl, did she...
The young girl did, Watson. Everything transpired precisely as planned. I took the packet of papers from its hiding place, and like I said I would, I handed them back to the rightful owner.
My dear Holmes, you did not say that you would hand them back.
Watson, it's really too simple. You see, that would have been theft for me to take it out of the house that night. That would have been theft, and it could have been recovered at law.
What did you gain by this?
A confidence, and so far as I was able to secure it, a regard. You see, Watson, it was impossible for me to take the packet of papers out of the house that night without her consent, so my only alternative was to obtain that consent, to induce her to relinquish it of her own free will. Handing it back to her was the first step in this direction. The second would depend on what transpires today. I expect Foreman here in half an hour to report. Ah! I hear him coming now.
Nothing more last night, sir.
Take a look at his head, Watson.
Nothing.
Take a look at his head.
Sir, this morning, a little after 9, Moriarty drove off. And then around 11, he came back. Not long after that, old Lloydson came over and the two made off to the library. I got a look from the outside, and they're making an exact counterfeit. You have to look for some sharp tricks.
They'll have to look for the sharp trick.
An ugly bruise, but not dangerous.
Very well. A little after 9, okay. You see, Foreman, they'll have to look out for the sharp trick. And what's Larrabee? How did she see?
I'm a great excitement.
Any marked resentment towards you?
He tried not to show it, but I'm certain there was.
She was advised to get you up to West. She sent you into the cellar under some pretext. There, you were attacked by 2 men, possibly 3, and received a bad blow from a sand drum. You managed to strike down one of your assailants, though, with a stone or a piece of timber, and escaped through a coal grating. Very good.
That's what
They've taken in a partner in a dangerous attack. He not only advised this conspiracy against you, but he also directed the making of the counterfeit package. Within a very short time, I shall receive a letter telling me Larry wishes to sell this bogus package, and that Miss Faulkner wishes to see what she can get for it. She will then desire to meet me on the subject, and I will go and purchase the counterfeit. After that, I will have to... Oh!
Letter, sir. That's an important letter, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, the said communication is at hand. It is, Watson. Read it. That's a good fellow.
Yes, sir. I have the honor to inform you that Miss Faulkner has changed her mind regarding the letters, etc., which you wish to obtain, and has decided to dispose of them for monetary consideration. She has placed them in my hands for this purpose, and if you are in a position to offer a good ransom, and to pay it down in cash at once, the entire lot is yours. If you wish to negotiate, however, it must be tonight, at the house of a friend of mine in the city. At 11 o'clock, you will be at the guard monument at the foot of one of the cliffs. There, you will see a car with wooden shutters to the windows. Enter it, and the driver will bring you to my friend's house. If you have the car followed, or try any other underhand tricks, you won't get what you want. Let me know your decision. Yours truly, Mrs. Jane Larry.
Now, see if I have the voice. Tonight, 11 o'clock, the guards monument. No one to come with me, no one to follow. Car with wooden shutters.
Quite right.
Here's the letter.
Quite right.
Billy,
Yes, sir.
who brought it?
It was a woman.
Old? Young?
That old.
Have you seen it before?
Yes, I have, but I can't think what.
Right. Take this to her. Apologize for the delay and give a good look at the driver again.
My dear Holmes, you did not say that you would go.
Certainly I did watch him.
But surely it is a counterfeit.
The counterfeit is what I want.
Why, sir?
Because with it I shall obtain the genuine.
But this fellow means mischief.
This fellow means the same. I wish to inform Miss Faulkner of my plans. Foreman, change into your beggar disguise number 14 and go down to the Riverside district. Make sure Miss Faulkner receives note of my plan. Also, don't stop until you find out who that partner is of Mrs. Larrabee. I must have that. Yes, I must have that.
This is becoming very interesting. My dear Holmes, you've given me half look into this strange case of...
What case?
This case of Miss Faulkner.
Precisely. Strange case, Miss Allen.
My dear Holmes, if you would be so kind as to let me have the rest.
Well, what should I tell you?
Tell me what you plan to do with the counterfeit package, which you will risk your life to obtain.
My plan is to induce her to relinquish it of her own free will. I would do this with a series of trickery and deceit, which I am heartily ashamed, and I would not have undertaken if I had known her like I do now. You see, she's a rather nice girl.
Nice girl, is she? Then you don't suppose that she could have done any such harm?
No. No harm. But I'm afraid I'll have to do. Billy!
If you please, sir, there's a man awaiting at the street door. He says he must speak to Mr. Watson, sir, as quick as
Tell
he
him to
can.
come up.
He can't come up. He's watching a man at the street door. He says he's been watching these windows.
Where'd he come from?
The house across the street.
Would you like me to see what it is, sir?
No. Wait. Just go, but watch yourself. Be ready for anything.
Trust me for that, sir.
Another try. Billy,
Yes,
look
sir.
after Mr. Holmes. Very interesting.
Oh, not mistaken. It appears that Mr. Holmes' head was quite gruesome looking. It's quite strange. I don't remember it looking so well.
Billy, is Mr. Foreman still there?
No, sir, he's gone.
And his head?
He says it's paining him a bit, and he would like Dr. Watson to take a look at it.
How does it say? I'll go have a look at it. I'll be back in a minute, Holmes.
Does he go? Billy,
Yes, sir.
watch out for the doctor. If there's a man with him and the boy is gone, that means mischief. And don't stop to come up. Be quick. Just ring the bell. I hear it. Ring it loud. Quick now.
Yes, sir.
Dangerous habit. Keep it down in your pocket.
If you don't remove your hands from your pockets, you will find yourself in the hospital. Yes, the table will do quite as well. Now, would you like to take a seat? I can spare a few minutes if you have anything to say.
You evidently don't have any.
I think it's quite evident that I do, Professor. What are you about to do?
I'm just looking at my watch.
I will tell you when the 5 minutes is up.
All that I have to say has already crossed your mind.
My answer thereto has already crossed yours.
Is it your intention to pursue this case against me?
That is my intention to the very end.
How unfortunate for you.
It won't be as unfortunate for me when you're in a very unfortunate position.
And what's this position that you are so pleased to do? You never heard this. You find it. You are a very bold man, Mr. Holmes. You insinuate such a thing to my face. But it is the boldest born of ignorance. Never bring me to see it.
Professor, I can never so grossly overestimate your courage as that.
Do you think that your man Foreman, or your friend the doctor, will be back anytime soon?
Possibly not.
Well, then that leaves us quite alone. Quite alone indeed.
Have you any suggestions to make?
No, I have a fact to state. If you do not drop this case against me, your life will not be worth that.
Oh, Professor. You will soon get arrested, and your life will not be worth that.
Holmes, your eyes will soon be closed in death.
Professor, please take your hands away.
I was reaching for
No,
my memorandum.
I don't want to see it.
I have a few notes to show you.
I don't require any notebooks. If you wish us to get something, I will get them for you. Billy!
I beg pardon, sir. Someone tried to hold me, sir.
It is quite evident that they failed to do so.
Yes, sir. They have my coat, but they haven't got me.
Billy,
Yes, sir.
this gentleman I am pointing out to you with the six-shooter desires us to have us get something from his left-hand coat pocket. Oh, yes, I thought so. Left-hand coat pocket. It has the general outline of being it. What is it?
Idiot, you can't even tell right from left.
The professor wishes to challenge my intelligence. Put it down there, Billy. Yes. Now, is there anything else you'd like us to get? Any little thing at all? No? No more memorandum books? No more diaries? Confessing your love? No? I'm sorry, Billy, that's all. Now, Professor, in this pleasure of this conversation, I'm afraid I've neglected more important business.
I came here tonight to see if a peace could not be arranged between us. You have seen fit not only to mock me, but to threaten me with arrest. If you will not heed my warning, perhaps you will heed this.
Oh! Oh! I didn't think you'd want to use that thing again, so I took all the bolts out. I put them here in my pocket. You'll find they're all there now. Oh! Billy! Billy!
Yes, sir.
Show this gentleman kindly the door.
Yes, sir.
Ah.